Yeah, this is the one we've already watched, the summoning. And we're going to start with Chokehold. All right, I hope you've got your pom bears already, because we're going. Okay, just really quickly, I'm not going to stop it a lot, but do you see the way that the texture from the beginning was rough, right? We had that kind of thing in the beginning. It's had that stutter the whole time. But then what they do, they seem to add layers to amplify that stuttery effect, and then the stutters get larger. You've got to think about the texture. It isn't all about harmony. The texture of the sound, the quality of it, whether it's harsh or whether it's smooth, like a kind of synth or a kind of synth, they are not necessarily going to layer properly. And especially if you have a song that's going to be full of layers, you really need to figure it out, because sometimes what happens is people will make a full production and they'll think, well, everything harmonically makes sense and I've got a nice amount of tracks and it all looks good. Why does it sound like? And then it's because they didn't pay attention to the texture.
When we were made, it was no accident. We were tangled up like branches in a flood.
Right, the reason this is so tense is because of the way that that instrument, that thing, sometimes it's dissonant and sometimes it's in harmony, but it's so random. At the moment, we can't really establish too much of a feel of meter or anything like that, so we're just completely on edge. We don't know when the note's going to change in that instrument, and we don't know when it's going to have a dissonant one alongside it. Harmony would be something that's generally a little bit more spaced out, so there's room for those frequencies to blend nicely, like this. You know, it's nice, it's pleasing to the ear in a vanilla kind of way. But then dissonance would be something like this. Is that pleasing to the ear? But yeah, sometimes in context, a whole song of that would be too much dissonance, but also a whole song of this would be too boring. Right? So they're really playing around with the use of dissonance and harmony to their advantage, and to our advantage, because it's given us that sense of constantly being on edge, but it's very pleasant to listen to as well. There. That other note was in it as well. That little semitone or minor second interval there is what made it sound so tense. A famous minor second interval you might recognize is Jaws. Mouth so open. Got the
me sharp and taste my worth in blood. You got me in a chokehold. You got me in a chokehold. You got me in a
Do you know what this is reminding me of? That AWOL Nation song. Perhaps it's a deliberate strategy, I don't know, but there's a specific thing that's going on. When he is singing the verses, his mouth is so open. You can just hear the amount of space he's got to resonate it.
A sacred guardian.
Okay, a sacred guardian. So we know once you get used to sort of singing and using different mouth shapes when you sing, you notice, you can just tell without looking at them what their face is doing. Because if I say guardian, it comes out like that. But if I say ga, it comes out with that bright resonance. It's that style of resonance, the higher frequencies you get in the resonance can only happen when you open your mouth enough so that it can reflect in that higher space. And we know this is deliberate in a way because no one speaks like that. So he's putting it on deliberately for effect. And maybe he does speak like that. He's anonymous, isn't he? So we don't know.
You got me in a chokehold.
Oh.
You got me in a
Musical breath. You got me in a
chokehold.
It sounded like he did a little bit of constriction on the word hold. Like joke. Oh, hang on a minute. I sound like I'm dying. Where is it?
You got me in a chokehold.
Oh, crikey. Choked myself there. But that's the idea. Right? A bit choky, literally. In the glottis. So when that happens, the space between your vocal folds, oh blimey, workplace hazard occurring. When we do that choking sound, say these are your vocal folds, right? This is the space in the middle. This is called the glottis. And this is like a sphincter, like a butthole. And it can tighten. And when it tightens, the air travels differently. Obviously, it's got a much smaller space to pass through the middle of those vocal folds. So it has this kind of hissy quality, and that's why if you are being choked, it would sound like that. That looks like a killer mosquito, doesn't it? With his little thing at the front. Sorry. So strong in it.
Above the mountain peaks, it's all the same to me. It makes no difference.
That's a lovely chord, isn't
I've
it?
seen my days unfold.
We've got a harmony now. on a minute. Right. Oh, there's a lot to love about this. So first thing is the unpredictable nature of the chords. At first, it sounds like it's just this regular old walking bass pattern in the chorus, like, got me in a chokehold. Da-da-da-da, da-da, chokehold. Da-da-da. But it isn't. You think you're going there, but you don't. The bass line starts to drop down, but then it brings back up again, and then it moves. Because of things like that, like unpredictable chord changes, it makes it seem like a prog song. Prog songs, I guess, don't have to be super long. You can take a listener on a journey through many different places in the space of 5 minutes. He's done so many different vocal techniques in this, and I don't know, he must know what he's doing, because it's too perfect. It's too perfect, and it's too appropriate. I love the breaths. Same to me, it makes no difference. So it's just, again, you're probably bored of me telling you about how much I love musical breaths, but they're so bloody good. They give me so much tension just with a breath, you know. There's lots of complicated ways to give people tension as well, like, you know, dissonant harmony or other more advanced vocal techniques. But actually, sometimes all you need to do is just bloody breathe loudly, and you've got people in the palm of your hand. Okay, and now classic. Adding backing vocals on the second verse is an absolute classic. I've seen my days unfold and the impossible. Using like fifths and thirds and stuff, and we do this to make sure that the listener has still got something new. We had the little weird crying Thomas the Tank Engine. That's where we were, wasn't it? I don't know why, it just reminded me of Thomas the All right, that's enough. Calm down. I'm out of my zone now. Oh. Oh, I love him. I love him. He's everything that a singer should be. Not in terms of like, you know, everyone has to do what he does, but this is why he's cool, because he's very, very unique and being himself while doing enough manipulation to keep it interesting. Every singer has to manipulate their voice, as I said in the last stream. Otherwise, everyone would just sing like that. So this doesn't mean this is your natural voice. Your natural voice is the foundation, and then you take little things from other artists and other styles, and you put them all in to you. So the effects that he does include tongue manipulation, flips, fast vibrato, and a lot of mouth use, very drastic different shapes in the mouth, sometimes very open, sometimes very, very closed, and musical breaths. And he's just so unique and so technically brilliant, and I feel things. So yeah, that was absolutely terrific. I mean, what a way to open an album, bloody hell. I imagine the next song would maybe be a little bit more calm, because they finished us off quite calm there, didn't they? Sorry. Oh yeah, no, we had that gentle angry synth, which is the one that we started with. So I don't know what they're going to do next. I'm very excited. Oh, hang on.